What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sammy's Place. I am Sam A. Today we're going to get into the third album from Jennifer Lopez, This Is Me Then, celebrating its 20th anniversary yesterday, November 25th, 2002. It came out with mention in its 20th anniversary. Jennifer Lopez also announced the continuation, the sequel to This Is Me Then, giving you the new album that's aimed for 2023 called This Is Me Now. I think this was a smart move. The last album, aka I didn't think I would like it, just given its time. Music kind of went into a direction where I don't really fuck with it so much, but and she seems to follow trend a lot, but aka I actually liked. With her last few singles that she's been putting out, I kind of like, I don't know, they don't really do shit for me, to be honest. Jlo kind of lost her spark for me, but with this the sequel to This Is Me Then, I'm hoping that it kind of has the same vibe, the same recipe that the original did. For me, This Is Me Then was probably Jlo's most like personal album. And I know probably everybody's gonna fucking laugh at that, the fact that like Jlo doesn't rate her own shit and whatever the fuck, but I felt like this was actually like a personalized album for her. So I hope that the follow-up actually consists of that same vibe. And I hope that the production itself isn't trying to follow like trend, trap, R&B shit. I hope that she stays consistent with the sound, in my opinion, because that album, the production actually aged quite well. I mean, there's some songs on there that were like of its time, but a majority of the album actually, in full, it was well done. I don't think that was like her biggest album. I think her biggest album was Jlo. And I feel like that's when she just went full throttle, like just fucking giving it everything performance-wise, especially. Really milking it. I think she was the first to do the remix album. And that was, 2001? She really ran shit from like 2000 to 2001, 2002. The first single, Jenny from the Block, came out September, I believe it was, of 26, 2002. And I just learned that originally her team and her had planned for I'm Glad to be the lead single off of that album. But what's his name? Tommy Motella, whatever the fuck his name is, when they played the album for him, I guess he strongly suggested that Jenny from the Block was the lead single. They were in a disagreement of which direction to take single-wise. Her and her team wanted I'm Glad. He wanted Jenny from the Block, and literally the next day, he leaked Jenny from the Block, and it was all over the fucking radios and shit. I hate to say it, because I think the guy's a piece of shit, but he's obviously, he knows what he's doing in the industry. He knows what sells. Jenny from the Block was definitely the better choice as a lead single. Given the fact that I'm Glad was the third single, it didn't really chart that well in comparison to Jenny from the Block and what was that song, All I Have. So just imagine if that was the lead single. It wouldn't have done well. Anyways, and just given this time like that, definitely Jenny from the Block was the choice off the album, as was like the first single in my opinion. So like, I hate to say it, but the guy knows what he's fucking doing. And honestly, thank God for people, as snaky as it might seem for shit, like for someone to move like that, it worked out in her favor. Like that single choice saved the album. Lord only knows what would have happened if she chose something else. A lot of the time, these guys know what they're doing, and it's a stubborn move. But sometimes you just gotta trust these assholes with their choices and direction. Jenny from the Block went on to experience international commercial success, peaking with the top 10 in the United States. That song was everywhere at the time. Thank God, because she was honestly competing against like Christina's Dirty and shit. Like there was nothing but fucking club bangers. Missy Elliott's Work It. Imagine I'm Glad being the lead single. Really fucking not a good choice, bro. So smart move on his end. All I Have was a great single, especially for the fact that it was during winter time. It was released December 14, 2002. The video itself, just the winter vibes and stuff. LL Cool J being a great feature during that time, especially. Great chemistry. That single was everywhere too. And then on April 8, 2003, I'm Glad was released as the third single, and it didn't do too well. The video, apparently there was a lawsuit against them from Paramount Pictures over copyright issues, obviously because of the what was it called, the flash dance type of shit going on in the video. Anyways, it was dismissed. That video was actually dope, And there's another version of the video that I saw recently. I think my buddy Jeff has it on his page, I'm pretty sure. And then there was obviously the fourth, I think it was the fourth single. Yeah, it was the fourth single, Baby I Love You. This was obviously the Bennifer time. And, the album didn't really consist of major bangers or anything like that, but it had some strong singles. R&B and music, pop music, was very much different in 2002, and especially 2003. Things kind of seemed to slow down a bit in what was successful. Like, a lot of R&B really came up front and was able to kind of have its moment of being mainstream. So that's why I think a lot of that was successful. But when you think of it, when you look at the other songs available on the album and the track listing, there wasn't that much else to offer as singles. So on the second album that's coming, This Is Me Now, there's going to be Dear Ben Part 2 and all this shit. So I'm excited to hear what direction she takes with this. Like I said, I'm hoping that she still keeps the same vibe and direction of making it personal and not like trap shit, because I just, no. And I think that's been a problem of hers for the last few years. She's released singles, she's performed them. They just never landed with anybody, especially her fan base. Like, these younger generation, these kids aren't fucking looking for you, J-Lo. I'm sorry to say it. You got to appeal to your hardcore fan base and just stick to what you do best. Also, now that this is mentioned, I see in the comment sections on a lot of things in regarding to the sequel. I keep calling it a second album. Fuck. Anyways, obviously people are making jokes about Ashanti and shit like that. I just want to say this while I have the chance. J-Lo is not the first person to use other people's vocals on their chorus and the hooks and shit like that in the background vocals. But yet she's the only one that's getting clowned for it. Like, it's no secret, especially back then, a lot of artists will sing over or just do the ad-libs while other background singers were singing the hook. And it's just because these artists like Christina Milian and Ashanti became known that we actually know of these people's voices. That's why, anyways, it happens a lot in the industry. Like Kylie Dean even told me on Simple Girl, Candice Nielsen was actually the one that sings the hook, and Kylie Dean's singing the ad-libs. Kylie Dean could sing like fuck. So it's just the way the industry works. A lot of the times people just prefer that person's voice on the demo, and they'll keep them. Now, that doesn't make this person any less of an artist. It's literally just the way the music industry works. This is how these backup singers, writers, and all that shit make their fucking coin. So also be thankful that these people use their voices like that. And J-Lo's come a long way vocally. She can sing decently, man. She's not like a fucking vocalist. She's never claimed to be a vocalist. She was more of a performer. And I hope we get at least some dope videos, visuals, performances, choreography. I guess we'll see. Until next time.